in 2010, Michael Schumacher came to our factory, and he was introduced to Audemars Piguet by Jean Todt, one of his best friends. And when he came to the factory, after several minutes of conversation, he said, okay, so yes, I would love to become an ambassador for Audemars Piguet. Obviously, you're going to potentially make a limitation with me, but I've heard that you guys are the best watchmakers in the world. I say, yes, we are, and I think we are. Say, fine, so I've got a story for you and I've got a challenge for you. You're going to make me a lap timer watch, mechanically. So Julio was in the room and said, sure we will. And so Michael looked at him and said, how are you going to do that? And Julio says, I don't know, but we'll make it. Funny enough, we did, because 3-4 months later, we actually looked at the possibility, and we came back to Michael and said, we actually can make that watch. We don't know how much time it's going to take. It might take 2, 3, 4 months, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. It's going to take some time, but we will be able to make it. And the most important thing here tonight is we are finally here after 5 years to be able to introduce the watch. So without further ado, I'm going to let Sabine talk to us also as well about the relationship with Michael.
Hello, and a very warm welcome also from my side, and I'm speaking obviously on behalf of the Schumacher family. Some of you might have not recognized it, but we're actually sitting in a horse stable. Below there are horses, and this is really the heart of Corinna Schumacher's passion. It's riding, it's raining, and obviously Michael joined her in her passion very often. And this is to show you all and to demonstrate to you all that the family is totally behind this launch of this watch. Michael has been extremely involved since 2010, when the partnership with Audemars Piguet started, in the development of this watch, and he was challenging Giulio and the other guys very often. So we are proud to be able to present this watch today. We have been thinking, I admit, for a very short moment after the accident if we should stop the project, but all of us, we were extremely sure and we're totally confident that we are acting on his behalf, and in exactly that this evening is today what Michael wants us to do. It's obviously with big regret that he cannot here be with us. But on behalf of his family, I'd like to welcome you all. I'd like to show you the piece. We're totally excited about this piece. We think it will be a very beautiful piece, and it's really Michael's wish to welcome all of you here. And maybe I give back to
Yes, so thank you. So now, because during the press interviews we did this afternoon, I did myself 18, Corinna did 16, so in great shape. A few more to come, I've heard. But we're going to introduce the watch, not yet physically, but with a video. Here we are. Of all time. about the technicalities about this watch. Giulio Papi is going to tell us a bit more about the challenges and what happened over the course of the last 5 years, helped by Claudio, because sometimes Giulio speaks a language that is very difficult to understand. Sometimes, you know, you have to study Egyptian from the 12th century to be able to gather everything you want, but we're going to make it happen. Giulio, the floor is yours.
You know, every day I use to speak French, because to make a watch we used to speak French.
That's a good start.
And not Egyptian. The first question had Schumacher for us, Michael. It was, why don't you make lap timer a mechanical one? And we say yes, why not? But why we have to understand the pertinence of to making a lap timer mechanical, because driver use an electronic device to measure the time on a lap.